In this video are 3 real pricing mistakes that I see sellers make all the time, and one of them caused a seller to lose a good buyer and the units ended up sitting unsold for months. Hi, I'm Caleb, a property agent here in Singapore, and if you are planning to sell your HDB or condo, this video could save you a lot of time, stress and money. Let's get straight into it. The first mistake is pricing based on what you want, not what the market can accept. Let me give you a real example. I had a seller who wanted to sell his HDB flat at 600,000, but the market value for similar flats in the area was closer to 530,000. A serious buyer even offered 520,000, which was already fair considering the unit was on the second floor, old and had a short remaining lease. But the seller rejected it. He said he wasn't urgent and felt it was too far from what he wanted to get. So what happened? He slowly reduced the price, but by then the buyers had moved on. The market already knew it was an older flat with limited appeal and the listing went cold. This happens more often than you think. Sellers often say things like, "But I spent money on renovation 5 years ago. My neighbor sold a higher price. I think my unit is better designed." But here's the truth. Buyers don't care about what you want. They care about what else they can get for their money. So instead of guessing or hoping, what I do is show sellers what has actually been transacted and what nearby units are asking. That's how we anchor to reality and sell faster. The second mistake is pricing without understanding the supply around you or the ethnic quota situation if you are selling a HDB flat. In one case, if there were over 10 similar listings in the same vicinity, all pricing around the same range, if you are pricing just as high and your unit isn't more attractive, you will be ignored. Buyers have options and you become just another listings on the page. Worse still, you become a showroom unit where people just come and see without giving you any offer. Now let's talk about the ethnic quota issues, something many sellers overlook. In certain areas, if your race quota is filled with a lot of Malay or Indians or Chinese, you can't sell to the majority of buyers over there. I've had sellers who couldn't sell to Chinese buyers because their quota was maxed out. That dramatically reduces the number of people who can even view the unit. So what can you do? In these cases, I market more aggressively to the race that aren't restricted, and I also advise adjusting the price to stay competitive with what those buyers are actually considering. If there are some units that is pricing below what the market is averaging at, you can consider pricing at those prices as well. I use tools like HDB Map Services to check the ethnic quota issue, Property Guru to check the active supply. Bottom line, pricing blind without knowing your constraints is a recipe for disappointment. The third mistake is not considering your unit's actual condition and your own sale requirements. Let me give you a few examples sellers commonly overlooked. Low floor, facing the expressway or car park, west sun exposure to your house, high condo maintenance fee, outdated buildings facade. These are very common things that buyers looked at as well. If your unit has any of these, you can't price it like a high floor renovated unit with unblocked view at all. Another one is extension of stay. I see this all the time. Sellers who need 3 months extension of stay in the unit after selling, but buyers can't accept that, especially if they have already sold their own place and also have an extension themselves, or if they need to renovate right away, it just won't work and deals fall through at the end of the day. So if you have sales conditions that limits your buyer flexibility, you have to price realistically, otherwise you are going to filter out more serious buyers at the end of the day. When I help a seller price a unit, here's what I do. I start by understanding your situation, why you are selling, whether you need extension, and how urgent the sale needs to be. I review the conditions, renovation, floor level, facing, surrounding listings. Then I compare the actual transacted price, not just what people are asking for. If after 2 to 3 weeks and there's zero inquiries or viewing, that's the market telling us that we are off. No traffic equals to overprice. And yes, I do adjust price if needed because speed to feedback is better than just stubbornness and not doing anything at all. Now if you're thinking, but I still want to try my luck with a higher price, here's my take. Yes, it's possible, but only if your unit and location support it, and only if the right marketing and strategy. Sometimes trying to get the highest price can cost you even more, especially if you missed out on buying your next property or lose a good buyer. So if you want honest data-backed advice for your specific situations, no fluff, just WhatsApp me. I'll walk you through what your unit could fetch, what other sellers are facing, and how we can position your property right from the start. So if you're planning to sell, chances are you're also thinking about buying your next home. So I've made another video that walks you through everything you need to know when buying a resale HDB on your own, from the new HFE to financial planning to dealing with extension of stay. Just click right here or in the description below to watch that next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.